don't come for me. Now, that is what I'm saying to you, people. This is my job. This is my assignment. My assignment is to care, to lift up vibrations, to put us in alignment so we can see the true living God, so we can see how the Lord always cared and the Lord was always there. You know why you don't know it? Because you're not healed enough to see it. This world tricked us and told us to turn us into backwards. What way, how you call it? Um, and my mom used to say a word, what, waywarded. Yeah, they turned us into waywarded people. We went far away from who? Ourselves, where God lives inside our temples. Catch it. One, two, three. Now I can see the things you hide. I can make you reveal your side. This is the darkness of your soul. Now I come to tell you how it be told. Now listen up, my good people. As I say to you, pardon me for I had to take a breath. Why I say who and why I am. Because in this life is lessons and it's levels. It's levels to this. Well, whatever do you mean by levels? Well, the levels is if you can understand the steps it took for you to get to whatever age you are and whatever you learned in your life, whatever lessons and things that you see, you had a choice. You can go left or you could go right. You can be wise or you can be smart. This word that people like to go by that makes you smart, which is wise. I like wise because you got wiser, means you got broader. Common sense started to come. Everything I say, I'm telling you because I wasn't always bright, making bright decisions. I was always bright. We all got to give ourselves a little more credit than calling ourselves dumbs and mistakes and accidents. That belongs to the old world. That belongs to the people. That belongs, what it says, the people that is, okay, got it. The people that's under the law. If you're under the law, this laws, these rules, this world applies to you. This is your God. Now, when I tell you some things, listen so you can feel something inside. It should make you want to grow something in your spirit to make you feel something inside. If this world took away everything, it could take everything away from you, excuse me. It can do some things and make you feel lost, make you feel pitiful. Oh, I'm all by myself. I've been cast out. I have no friends on this side or that side. I can't get in. They blocking me from every side. Listen so you can catch something. If anything or anyone or any institution or being, any object or whatever it is that you worship, any being that goes against the righteousness of the Messiah, which is the Most High. Listen so you can understand what I'm saying. If you have a disagreement, that means something is terribly and truly disturbed in your spirit, in your demonic. Now, I just said it. Now, the rest of you, come, listen to me so you can hear, overstand, so you can understand what I'm saying. I'm not mean, but I'm not here to be nice. So this time, I'm not going to say it more than twice. So please listen and all that get it in your spirit so your spirit can feel the love and the peace. It's like when you drink water, it's information there. It's something that surely is good. not just for your insides, but nice for your teeth. Get it so it can heal everything in you. If not, you be on the other side looking at a menu that is lost. You don't want to be a lost menu, do you? What is that? Never mind. I don't have time for it. I'll go back another time. Okay, so as I say these words, if anything or anyone offends anything that the Most High put his put her spirit on, then we're gonna say he. I'm gonna get to why he is a she this time, because he had his chance. He messed it up, made everybody in the world to be colorblind. So listen, this one went through something for you. This one didn't know, but she knew she had something that was more than her, that was for many of you, and didn't quite understand how that was going to work. She had a soulmate, a one that was given as a gift. This one, this man, this Virgo, he didn't understand who and why she was different from the rest. He thought all was the same. He was the other side, the darker side of me. I was the light coming out of the darkness. Didn't know what darkness was. Didn't know what evil is. You don't know until you go. Innocent, bouncing around in the world, trying to figure out what you want to do in this whole wide world. And you find out it's nothing like what you thought. It's the evil that lives here. Any case, I came into this man's life as a gift, as a young woman. Neither one of us knew exactly where we fit in each other's life. What it was supposed to be was a passing through, something I was supposed to learn, not stay and waste time, and thought it was more and expected it to grow. When you stay with something that is not ready for you, ask for a prayer. When you stay with something that's not ready for you, but it was a prayer that somebody asked a long time ago and forgot that that prayer will be answered in a time if it showed up and it looked different than from what you expect. Something totally the opposite, but kind of have a balance. Is something. It's a force. It felt like a challenge, even as easy or as a balance, or you see it. This is what this world make us do. Make us see everything as a challenge. You got to challenge it. You got to work hard and be something better because somebody else is trying to be better than you. Already, that's the wrong thing. What God would tell you that? The lion one, the distraction. And it made churches and all kinds of religions and different things that cause us to have a distraction. Let me get to it so I can get to you. These things and these riddles, they shape the minds of these people and they send them after us and they after God's ones, God's people. Because as long as we exist, that makes the world null and void. Do you understand? That means that you will have to be the truth and tell these people, get them to say who's they God. Because as long as they find a fault with people that's been abused and battered, and it took a whole goddamn arena to change this man and get him off course so he wouldn't have a chance of a clean slate. This Virgo man came against a queen, a Aries, and diffused it, denied it, and every force of his being wanted to give in, but that means to give in. To be with me, you got to give up everything and let go of everybody to be with this one because that's what it takes. When I thought of the Lord, don't mean I didn't make mistakes. It means I learned people. So I'm inquired and required by the hands of the Almighty, ordained by the Master of the Masters itself, to tell you that if you can say who is mightier or who is worthy, that the Messiah will put such a power in a being as she, as me, at such an hour. So that's what it calls to give grace, to give mercy, for a mercy of power that says, surely this being, it could have been any one of us, but someone had enough courage and heart to keep going over the things that can tear you apart, the things that can make you hate yourself or to hate life, to make you give up on yourself, to make you jump ship. That's my child sleeping. So, as I say to you, as I was a little taken back, yeah, I love everything about me because I want you to learn how to love yourselves in a way that nobody can touch unless they deserve that. After you got yourself out of the mud and you reach heights and you watch yourself transform after transformation, that means you learn. And after you learn some things, you don't look back at the things that made you burn or made you scorn. After you got healed, do you complain about how bad it was, or are you thankful that you healed? And you say, yeah, gosh, oh gosh, I couldn't wait till this part was over. Whatever you want to say. I'm just saying, whenever you get through something, do you still think about what you've been through, or you think about that you feel relieved? It's just like going to take a piss. You can't wait. You've been holding it, and the closer you get to your home or to a bathroom, the body reacts even more rigorous, and you can't wait. And you close, and you finally make it, and you release. It's a wonderful feeling of release. Or do you still think about how bad and how long you was holding it after its release, or do you just feel relieved? And whatever, how long you waited, you ain't even worried about it. Why? Because you already got relieved. You just worry about the relief. That's the same thing in this life. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, however long you have to hold on to it, and you absolutely got to a place and a part of life where you was absolutely able to let it go. It's baggage. You don't need it. I don't need this no more. You need every part of you to get through every level of life right where you are. Whatever lessons you need to learn, find out where your weakness at. They're going to find out for you. You're going to be tested in all those levels. They're going to send people to you. You're going to have people born in your family, do all these kind of things that make it more incredible, intense, because you're not going to know everybody's blended in. No matter what country, no matter what language you speak, we need something that's one thing that's universal. We all need love. It's a power. It's a certain style. It's a certain technique. It's a certain force you need to have. That's how love is peaceful. It's quiet. Yeah, it's all of that. But if you get the other side of it, you're going to feel like somebody's being mean. They cruel. Oh, that hurts. I thought you said you love and you're supposed to be sweet and kind. Oh, well, it's a riddle to that, because you got to do something to deserve that. And if you wasn't acting right, do you think that a person should be spared discipline because you love them? You have to love them enough to say, no, you need to be held accountable. This is why we all in this mess, because people think that if I seen you do something, I shouldn't say nothing because I'm cool with you. I can't pour, so I don't. So whatever you heard, that's what it is. I'm going to keep it going. I say all of that to say somebody knows something is different about an individual, somebody you never experienced, something different than the norm, but you're not quite sure how to put your hands on it. Twin flames are people that come together that marry each other. We either a catalyst for a uprise, or is it going to be used as a lesson? The person can either grow with you, or they can stay where they at. And then somebody, either the man or the woman, need to learn a lesson that you knew enough to grow. Any being, whoever you with, no matter what side you're on, have to be able to use discernment to be able to say, this person is taking advantage. Do you know when to find yourself to say, I deserve better than this? Let me get away. But before you get away, not everybody can do this. So everybody got their own assignment. Everybody got their own team, and the people in the middle don't believe in nothing. They just walk in aimlessly, just trying to get through life. Then you got the other side that knows exactly what their assignment is. These are the people that wanted to learn the fast way. They want to get it quickly. What it is: greed, money, the things that make this world run round. And then they say, surely nothing in this world is for free. What God is that? Any case, this man denied God's favor for many years. And this one did not know in her young 20s that she was dealing with someone that was already in the darkness. And everybody that's been in my surroundings that I came encounter with in my later 30s, my early 30s into my later 20s, is kind of was picking it up, but not really. To make it plain, these people that came around me was into dark arts. We all had some spiritual gifts. This is what it is. It is things that what you call a gift. It's knowledge or wisdom, and not everybody can get it. Not everybody can discern and be able to see the things that most people miss. How much is that? How much would you pay for it? If knowledge is power, how much would you give? And how much would you sell your power for? I would sell it for nothing. But everybody took something from this one because that one didn't know that I was the answer to his prayers. And a new change at life, a second chance to have a clean slate at life. And it's me. And people want to ridicule me or say you can't be because you don't look like what you're supposed to be. You don't look like what you sound like. I don't have to look like what I sound like. I have to carry what I weigh. Now, if you're looking at my size, are you looking at the essence of what I'm speaking? The words carries weight. So listen intently so you don't get thrown off track. If somebody denies the most high power and then you gain other powers and other forces, other women and men with babies, these are mothers, and men with children, these are parents even. And these people work in the systems that hire them to come after God's ones and treat us and belittle us so our spirit can be broken and we'll never rise to where we supposed to be inwardly to find out what is our part. Either you part of the problem or you the solution. To every chosen, for anybody that's being awakened, many may be called. You may call yourself a chosen. Listen up. These people got assignments here. So their job is to snatch souls. Our earth angel job is to save souls. It's a saver. It's a saver of life. It's earth angels are called lifesavers, okay? And the other ones, it's life snatchers or life takers, whichever one you want to use, whichever one floats your boat. All I'm saying to you, my good people, this is a spiritual war, and you are in a warfare. This is a warning, so I can enlighten you of how long it takes to get your mind right. As much as you've been doing and doing it wrong for all the wrong reasons, the things that our people cared about. But this is ones. They've been doing it for a long time. So what make you different? Because they picked on God's one. I wasn't supposed to be picked on. I wasn't supposed to be cheated on, not lied on, nor played with. If you don't like the best thing to do, let me stop. Let me walk away from this one. Let me leave her alone. That would be the best thing for your soul and the rest of your family line. Because if you don't, now I'm holding everybody accountable because someone hurt someone that God care about with all her being and all that ounce that is all therein. That says this one surely belongs to me. She did the work. I did, so I'm telling it to you. So if I'm saying I wasn't always this one, but I was made to go through pains and toils, things of hurt, deceit, rape, whatever it is that you can imagine. This one went through it, and I'm still here because they use forces beyond forces that works in high places and in wicked intents of intentions to come after me because my family line, my bloodline, knew about me and kept things a secret. So when I'm telling you family keeps secrets, and these dark secrets causes us a calamity. Backbiting, incest, corruption, death, senseless sicknesses, the things that they plagued for us around the world and scared us up with the a Zika virus, Ebola, something, and anthrax, whatever it is that they thought, whatever they could come up with. But this one is different because you can't smell it, you can't see it. It's almost like carbon dioxide because you can't see it or you can't smell it, but it is deadly. Okay? This is where I'm telling you we are at. When you're a lost soul and you want powers. Now, this one denied the Most High and denied the favor for money, greed, and power, and people that looks good in families and get into these things that they call I can never say the name, polyamorous. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Husband, sister, wives, or whatever the case is. These guys pick and choose what kind of woman they want to get. None of these men loves women. They want us for status because it looks good. They want to appear like men that loves women. They need a woman that's low vibrational. Low on her thinking that she would say, yeah, we can have 3 sons, we can have 4 sons. I'll let you do it all. I'll do it too. And all the while, those ones were sneaking and plotting and watching. They couldn't wait till you do something so they could take a picture or photo or get something that you can record and have something of you. Because why? Because those are your people. You're going to mirror the same. There's no love there. It just seems like it. It's an illusion. And I say, yeah, we on the same side. We got each other as lions and we blood in and blood out, whatever they call themselves, right? So these are the ones that stands in front of churches that went into alumni and into their schools and did all kinds of things to keep, you gotta keep a secret. Oh, probably the wrong eye, whatever eye it is, I don't know. But cover one eye and be like, ooh, I still see you. That peekaboo shit. Things that you did when you was in elementary, they just find a little stupid way to play mental games, and it worked for a long time. It was funny. I know y'all got a kick out of laughing at me, the ones that know me. It was funny. I got to see how y'all saw me. But listen to this. All those that laughed as much as you did, and all the souls that you hurt before you got to this one and try to crush this one the most, Everybody, you better pay attention because I'm putting it on you. Because everybody got to say, who's your God? And who do you serve? And who do you say you believe in? You got to tell the truth. Because if you with me, then you'll feel offended that someone that God made for many of us more than herself, that she could have surely kept it to herself, but she was made to give us love, hope, and joy and strength, and to say let go to anything that doesn't serve the God in you within. If it rebukes you, that's not sent from the Messiah. It wouldn't send nobody nothing difficult to tempt you and hurt you. It's going to tear you apart. It's going to remove it, especially after it get to a certain part. If you was made to be strong and to be made whole, surely you would not be devoured. You would be made to leave in such a time. If the Lord had to do it, is divine power, intervention. Came to take it apart and be rebuilt again to make your brains wiser than being smart. I'm smart. I got me a smartphone. I got smart education. I got my Yale degree. Look at what I got. I got this. I got all my trophies. I got all this. Who did you do it for? Was it your family, your friends? Do you think that this world told you that you could go as high as the plane? That's where most of your mind go. That's as high as it go. That's as high as your belief is. I just see the plane. Yes, that's high. I see the clouds. That's it. That's enough for me. But then you got others that go beyond the clouds. That goes beyond where the planes and the stars can be. Because you can't see it. That doesn't mean you able or you should see something different and say, wow, it looks like a threat. Let's tear it down. That's what this world is. So when I'm saying why they made all these religions and churches and fashions and such, listen carefully because I'm not saying you're evil. I'm saying we are in an evil place that we think that's portraying itself as the Messiah's love. These preachers, these deacons, these people that says, come in. You know where they get their powers from so they can perform certain shit? They go and call on dark forces of this world and they ask that demon, listen to me. This is bigger than most of your brains. So I'm trying to open it up for free. So if you want to listen and get an understanding, because if none of you get an understanding, I bet you won't be getting in. So listen, because everything and everybody's responsible for each other and the actions that you take and the people that you want to hold on to and celebrate with. God said, no, they can't come. Let them go. I got something else better for your soul. And if you think that leaving this world behind or going against your system that hire you for your jobs, I got my job. What am I going to do? But if you're a believer, you will know what to do. Any system, anything that goes against God's very own, and someone cause a calamity or interference in that particular one's line, in anybody of us lives, you're having a direct, you got a direct problem with the Lord. You're angry. Why? You had a choice to change your lives. Everybody lived the life they wanted to, the way they wanted to. Whatever spirit you wanted to have, you did it the way you wanted to. So I did mine, but they hated me because it looked like I made it simple. I found another way, something that this world don't cause. So what can we all have that's something that you don't have to pay for? Surely it's something that has way more meaning than life, than what they say you can buy in stocks and bonds and Bitcoin, and you can have all these coins and monies and all these things. I'm not saying you shouldn't have it. What I'm saying is the way you're getting it. Is that the only way to get it? If you could find another way to get the same thing and get the same results, but in a more peaceful way where you don't have to harm no one, you got less killing involved. It shouldn't have none. It shouldn't have nothing to do with pain or anything stepping on someone. Just to get to a place where you can find peace within. If you have to do that to break another person, you're breaking yourself more further, more deeper than whatever you can place on another person, because that same thing you put out, the universe knows everybody's signature. It knows everybody inner spirit. It goes out like a frequency. It remembers. So when time comes back, whoa, you better make sure that you put out some good stuff and you change some things. You made more rights than your wrongs. If you don't correct your wrongs, and your wrongs is more than your rights, get back to who yourselves. And it's not a person that got to do it, it's you doing it to yourselves. Because as many as corrupt in a mind, hateful and bitter, I hate this person, I don't want them to live, I don't want them to have nothing, no love, no life, no money, no home, I want you to be desolate and broken. Listen to me, it's people beyond what I can't even imagine. How many institutions, government, businesses, people in high places, even people that has very big and long money. These are investors. These are people that sits at the tables that make laws for people like me that don't exist. I don't exist in your world. And you say, well, you're not invited. I said, good, gladly. I didn't want to be part of it anyway. But don't be mean to me, and don't send nobody to cross me. If I didn't cross you and I didn't do anything, then surely you would have to say, what is your justification to court judgment on an innocent person? You have to say that. Think about it. If anybody's being abused and being bullied, would you still want to hurt that person even more after you see them being hurt and they already beat down? Life has thrown all kinds of fiery darts at this person, and they saying, surely people's after me. Who would stand with that person, or would you ridicule them? Would you further ridicule me even more after I'm telling you I took a beating for people like you? The ones that is lost, the ones that can't find their way. This is our job. This is our duty. This is mine. So I'm telling you, you have to refrain and repent from the old ways of thinking that this world put on us as an illusion. They go and call on a powerful demons that is beyond this world, because these people are into dark arts, and it fills them with power, and then they confuse it and they say, oh, that's the same thing as spiritual, and they use and they read cards. No, when we do something, the natural nature of us is healing. It's naturally given to us. Now, for those that are on either side, the chosens can be persuaded. If they go over there, if everybody's undercover, listen so you can listen up. Whatever you want to call it. It's like being in an undercover operation. So you're in an undercover operation. If you go on that side, you better remember who you are and why you over there in the first place. Are you observing what's wrong so you can fix it, or are you observing to see, oh, I kind of like this side. I like this life. Excuse me, spiritual birth. Oh, I like the way it make me feel. I can do all kinds of things and be protected by who? Lawyers. Why do you need a lawyer if you're not doing nothing crooked? You listen to me. Listen at this world, how they fixed everything and put it together. The hospitals, oh, we're going to give them poison. They're going to run to us. Somebody going to get sick. Somebody going to have a fit. Why? They got controlled medication. Because those ones have been calling on the goddamn demons and ask them for spiritual powers. These are warlocks. Until you fought with a demon up close, once you realize, oh, how? Me? I couldn't see that. When I did, listen to me. When you defeat a demon, a high ranking level one, You don't know. It's blind. Why? Because it's a secret to you. Secret society, secret this, secret that. What world are you living that allows you to be amongst a goddamn secret? Now it's time to tell the truth. The planets of Pluto, that far away, is the planet of truth and darkness, where darkness and deception lies. When it comes full circle, it's time to tell the truth. It's time to put the light in the darkness so people could see, even the ones that was blinded with their blinded eyes. People that wear contact lenses and wear glasses and wear hearing aids and wear something that makes them kind of stand out, but not really. You look like a kind of ordinary, but not by far. Just because somebody look like it, and this person is goddamn extraordinary. I said, God damn, who's this one? Let me tell you, I'm not going to take you all through the long story. I'm going to tell you that I didn't know that. So when you running across somebody and you got a high level witches, well, I don't like to use the word witches, but these are people that has wicked, powerful gifts that were stolen. They go and give an offering to their gods, to their ancestors. They call on the darkest ones, the darkest forces from other lifetimes, and they brought back these forces. Now, think about how many I'm saying that did that to me. As many as family, bloodlines, uncles, aunts. And then you go get another family, they cousins, they sisters, they family to get in line and to make a fortune or to steal something, your wisdom, your mind, your spirit. This is what they're doing. It's called energy harvesting. These are energy vampires. Listen, so you could pay attention. You're worrying about who should have money and how somebody look and how many kids. And if the man don't want to have kids, then he shouldn't be forced to pay for it. All of that is true. But guess what? You need to get to the root so you can understand why the problem was created in the first place and where we at. If you self-heal yourself, then it's no place where they can use you. You have to heal and love yourself beyond all this pain, because that's what's missing. Somebody got to have enough strength and courageous and charisma to say, I'm not like them. I still love. I just don't need to love them. You see? And then they feel offended. Oh, you're not going to love me, but I'm going to still do this to you. I'm going to make sure that you be miserable. Why? Or you want to be miserable when I'm telling you to heal, because that'll be the best thing for you. Put down that burden. Tell that enemy, it is not so. You lied to me. Because if you can't tell the enemy that's been using you and feeding you, then you would have to say, I'm not one of you. I'm a liar. I'm weaker than you. I don't matter what sign you are. You could be all the zodiac signs. You could be a Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini, Libra. I said that. Scorpio. Somebody else. Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be all the fire signs. You could be all the water signs, all the air signs, all the earth signs, all the water signs. You could be all the elements. But how is your spirit? What you do with your gifts? Be careful, because if you use it on the wrong one unwisely, there's a penalty for that. And people don't know spiritual law. You better get to know it, because that's the new goddamn law. And there's only one is higher than anything that's on this earth. It's the highest court. Yeah, I look ordinary. She looks, if I see her, she's a nobody. Be careful how you talk to me. Be careful how you treat me. I'm not going to mistreat anybody. But if you do it to me, it is a penalty. That needs to be understood. So That way, nobody can say they didn't know. They can say they didn't believe. And then you get to say and hear yourself say, oh, I'm not a believer? I'm not a believer. You mean to tell me I'm not a believer after all? You mean I was trusting in a false God? Yes. Now, some of you belong there because you are under the law. Y'all are the synagogues of Jews that sin against the Messiah. If any don't have a problem with one being hurt by a system that you work for, y'all will have to come out. Somebody, where's the men, that will let a woman be abused by a system that said, no, you can't have your faith. You can never be seen or heard. Nobody will let you win. Surely you will have to go against the systems that gave you your jobs in whatever position you in. Otherwise, you got to say, who's your God? Who do you say you worship? Because who will not fight for a Messiah, a power, a Omega, Alpha, beginning and no end, that says this one belongs to me? Touch not my anointed ones. Do my prophets no harm. How many of you are going to get up and say, no, this one is surely for us because she talks with authority? Who can say that other than that power that has to be given from the power of authority to live and be able to breathe in its life, to tell you suckers? Either way, you got to choose. I hope you pick right. If anybody offends anything that stands on God's principle and said, this is the righteousness of my love, and I can express it in a certain way that I give her to speak, that don't mean I don't know, I know all things. That don't mean that somebody don't have knowledge other than me in various other places. But this one is my part. And my part, I'm saying to my people, if anything goes against the righteousness and then God saved your life, to make it, to speak to the people, and people will watch and hear the story of one that's being cast out by the people that works for higher systems and being jumped and bullied. And this one is standing on faith because it's a God that I know that believes in me, that made me to be able to tell people like you, tell the truth and shame the devil. Make them upset if they get mad. Tell them that they're not for me. If they feel any type of way and they don't love you speaking for me, then those are not mine and they are under a penalty. It is war. And anything that goes against and stand in any part, no matter how high, no matter how high, no matter how low, no matter where you hide at, no matter how many places you can fly and flee to go. Oh, I'ma just die. We'll find you there too. We'll awaken you. Nobody's escaping in peace because anything that was tied to a system that hired families and friends and all these people to work to interfere with God's plan for his beloved ones, everybody and everywhere is going to have a visible nightmare. How? What do you mean? You don't got no power to say that. Well, listen up. In your homes, you're going to see people and things happening strange. You're going to see some things. People is going to start revealing who they are. You're going to see some masks, and I want to see which one of you that said that you belong to the power of righteousness. I want to see how many. I don't have to see you in your home. I don't have to be there with you. I can see you by your spirit. I can be able to listen because that should be able to be recorded. Because when I'm telling you they're after you, and I'm saying you have to drop some weight, because they trying to stop you. If they try to stop me from getting to you, then you have to help the thing that's helping you. You see how Jesus walked around a multitude, waking people up, giving them good medicine, telling them to rejoice and rebuild yourself, and healing things that can be healed, and making people see that couldn't see. Listen, what did he have to use? He used something about his spirit that surely was strong enough to heal But guess what? You people, you're going to get to find out if you got any power and authority in your voice. You should be able to feel and be able to speak and to say, I rebuke you, Satan. Return to sender. Judgment. When you can have that and don't have to be in some place calling on some tree and screaming at the dark and hollering at the moon, saying, Moon, can you do some frightening, scary things for me? I see you. If I feel you, if I dream you, I see you. I'm saying awaken my people because the rest of them, you're going to hear when you speak it to them on your platform that they have a discombobulation because they still in religion. They still on the plantation. They're not ready to be free. These are slave-minded people. It doesn't matter what color they are. If your mind is trapped in a system of an assimilation, it's only going to tell you how far to take your own frequency and your own vibration. While we are in why we in unalignment. How you can tell? Because there's too many women and too many men going against themselves. The men is lusting after men, the woman is lusting after women, and the men is using women to get children so they can all fit in. And they know that they don't like each other because one of them has to win. Women, we have the power of all forces in the world. This is why little boys and little girls have to be mothered correctly. If you love a man, you love all things that come from him, his children and thereof. And likewise, a woman for a man or a man for a woman. You love everything she comes from, and everything that she loves should be lovable to you. It should be peaceful. The Most High will never give us something that we have to fight against and we got to struggle and punch and pull and say, I'm better, I'm stronger than you. Two masculines can't dwell. We both have them inside of us. We both masculine and feminine energy. Well, it feels like I'm not sitting straight. Okay. We both masculine and feminine energy. So because we both have that, that means you need to balance when you can be soft so that man can be able to be soft to you. Your masculine side is when you have to make decisions and you have to be stern and you have to discipline. That's the masculine side. That doesn't mean that you're not a woman. You should be able to be masculine and feminine with it at the same time. It's an authoritative, but it's still gentle. It shouldn't be offensive to anyone, but if it happens to be, they're weaklings. There's too many weak people. Oh, my feelings got hurt. Oh, you poked me too hard. Oh. You got to stop. You got to have tougher skin. Life is going to put you in places and take things away. And if you have nothing at all, the Lord said, if this world took everything, and listen to that, because that happened to me and that's happening now. So I don't need to have all the big fancy things to believe. Non-believers, non-believers. I'm a non-believer, so is you. I come to get as many as you. Listen, I don't like people like you. You hurt people intently. I'm talking to those that hurt on purpose to ruin a soul that loves and that respect them at some point, even when they was undeserving. And those that treated me in those ways, and those that can say whatever it is that you want to say, and it's in a disrespectful way. This person, this woman, this being already have been hurt, scorned, went through the fire. It's not many. I can't say it's not many, it's none that can be able to get through that. Deceit, betrayal, families, boundaries being crossed beyond belief. Things you can't imagine that your loved ones, children, things that people would do. to crush you, to cross you, and to put you in a place and smile, because the things that's falling down, those ones is responsible for it. But because you can't see it, they didn't do it in front of you. You was the person that was on the out. You wasn't invited. So they cast you out, and families and friends and all kinds of people that you don't know, known and unknown forces, especially unknown, that's bigger than you, and they sit behind your back making plots for you in your life. They watching your destiny. They looking to see how they can intersect it in this life. And I'm saying to you people, I'm holding everybody accountable, because if I have to do all of this, I'm not going to hold all this weight on my own. I want to see how many of you is truthful. How many of you can wave the storm and say, I belong to that one? Or do you got to have something? Well, what happens to my job? I don't know who you are, but I know for those that got a system that is corrupt, that hires family, friends, and all these people that know you or don't know you, they just part of a mission. Find the ones that have special attention, special favor, or grace. They don't even know what you come with. They ran across the wrong one. Y'all shouldn't have played with me. No type of way. Ain't no being, nowhere on this earth that is in competition, that I'm in competition with, that can be in competition with me. There's only one. God made one of me to be one of you for all of us, as many of us. And for the men, nobody have got there. So the ones that is on their way is going to be one. It's one. Because somebody got to be willing to go against this system that's saying, well, didn't I give you everything? I gave you money, I gave you houses, I gave you businesses to put in, and you got to do all these things. You got to dance, you got to click. Didn't I take care of your children? I send them to school. I did this for you. Listen to me. These people hire and they use their children to do wicked things. You better look around so you can see life in a bigger and brand new way. So you can stop living in a fantasy world that this world told us about. Now, the ones that still churchlands, or whatever it is, I'm not going to tell you to stop going there, because most of you belong there. You belong to this world. Anything that belongs to this world that they made and created, surely they can feel that they control you. They gave you, if you work in their school systems, if you work anywhere that the government have any place for you, I don't care if you're at the bottom, whether you're a security guard, a social worker, look at them as them, so you can understand who is these people that work in high places. These are your cousins, aunts, and uncles, if they have any of these positions. Where does their heart at? Who do they call? Who God do they call on to give them powers? Who is these people that's fighting with their demons? Who's these ones? Who's them? At first, we didn't have a name. Now you could call them out. Teachers, lawyers. Why do you need a lawyer? They got so many lawyers. Why? Because it's crooked people by a crooked system that they put out here with their God, and they wrote it on a dollar bill. And God we trust, whether it's on a dollar bill, $20 bill, then they put it in their court system. And then they made a holy Bible and saying, God we trust. I ain't promised to tell the truth and the whole truth. They lying. They can lie on their own book, because the first beginning gives them permission to lie all the way through. And they said, well, St. Louis for them by them. It's not a white thing. It's a sickening thing that they use to tear the black, and we're not even black, I gotta say it different, the melanated race. It doesn't matter what shade you are if you got melanin in you. What I'm saying is, some of us ain't from here. Everybody's not simple. Everybody's not, well, I can just mess with her. She looked like she could be cool. Look like I could hang with her. She looked like she could be this. Well, I look like she could have fun. I don't know. She seemed kind of, I don't know where to place her. I don't know where she fit in. I don't fit in nowhere, simples. Because I have to talk about some of these things that the Lord said is unbefitting to get into the kingdom. So once you raise your own vibrations, what I did, I learned after fighting with something that was dark beyond my understanding, that had way more power, and I was connected to other powers that was feminine energy. These are mothers that makes babies, that is men filled with masculine energy. Do you know what that is for? To keep changing, and they able to do body swaps, and the women put their spirit into that man, and that man, you wonder why that man is mistreating you, because he's connected to an evil ass woman. Whether she's connected to him spiritually or physically, she's energetically connected, wishing for some harm to come across him, that he should never be happy with any woman. So when you get these men, you think it's not about a body count, it's more than that. It's a spiritual count. Because as many people, you better find out how many people, what they're into, that you can. Because if you don't, those ones, if you don't depart and detach yourself from that, then it will follow you into your next lives, into your next chapter, into your next chapter. And then you'll wonder why. These are generational curses that generally affects most of our people. Why you call the crime rate, why you call abortion rates, and when you talk about how come not too many young people's getting married, why is it not lasting, and why is people staying? Because it costs them a lot of money. That is evilness there. You gotta see it like that, because what spirit is that that's housing these people that would make such a thing, that if you was to get married in something that's supposed to be holy and with oneness, that will bring destruction and use money with children to tear it apart? Why can't it just be, this man, this woman don't deserve me, I'm out? You got to go to court, got to sign a paper, because that's legal. The Lord said, if the Lord's said, not the Lord's here is governed by a wicked power that is using people in the flesh to do its wicked deeds, to crush the melanated beings that is God sent and protected for you people. And you can't get in if you don't have one of us. And I'm one of the men. I'm the first and only one. Because if somebody said, well, Jesus died for us. So who was you and what did you do to die for the thing or the being or that power to be a blessing to die for you? What did you do to say, I would fight for that one that fought and surely was crucified for me? What would you give up? Because I gave up enough for you people. So I'm saying, it's your turn to stand up, to right something that has been wrong and an innocent been accused. These people went out of their jurisdiction and crossed the lane that they shouldn't have crossed. They messed with someone that was out of their league. You should have stayed. You cannot hurt or harm an innocent person and put slander on that one and think your life is going to be spectacular, magically blissful. You have to do it to the rightful people of your own kind. If you do it to someone that's not in your own kind, not even in your lane, and then give authority or permission for anyone to harm, hurt, or abuse, or take, or steal, or whatever it is that been taken from this one. And I'm telling you, it's men and women beating up on one woman that has children, and that's not a grandmother yet. Who will stand and fight for this one that's been wrongfully accused by the systems that surely hired these people to abuse us? Why would you stay and say, well, I got to go to work. I got to get paid tomorrow. Good. Do that. I want you to do it so you can see yourself and hear yourself in action. When you think about, well, would I rather be saved by the Lord? Or I'll think about that tomorrow. I don't know, because I'm supposed to get paid on Friday and get my nails done. I'm about to get my hair did. I'm about to celebrate, girl. Let me go call my girlfriend. Let me tell her about my boyfriend. Oh, we about to rent a car. We about to do. You can do all those things. Go and do it. Because if you think the kingdom of heaven is not here and is here to judge you, I'm telling you I can, and I'm going to do it. Because everybody's to be responsible for the Lord that they say they love, because everybody got to say what God you serve, what God you trust. If this God is the God you working for, that's hurting innocent people and it's hurting someone that God said, the Most High said, this is mine. I sent her to speak for me. I sent her to say, if you hurt anything I care about, then I'm taking that personally, because that means you have a personal problem with the way I love and whom I love and why. Now it's personal for me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Anything that touches anything that's dark, whether you know it or not, either you there to call them out, you can work in a place, but don't get caught in a system to be like them. You have to be the difference and tear it apart from deep within. If you in something and you're not there to make a difference, then you need to get out, because you're going to fall with the rest of them. No, nobody's coming to put the fire out. You know what? Who would you call? What judge or lawyer do you know? What doctor you going to get? Oh, I need a surgeon to give me a surgical fix. There's nobody there that can help or put you together. Once you just mangle yourself and you put yourself in a hot fire where they did corruption at for years and years, and you said, "But I didn't do nothing," but you are in a corrupt system that is corrupting and strangulating us. Please. I think I said enough. Forgive me for, well, you can hear she's tired. But either way, I hope you hear me louder than whatever is in the background, because you better pay attention to this, because some people ain't going to be able to sleep. I guarantee you this. And even for children alike, I tell them the same thing. You're going to be put into the abyss. Everybody's responsible and held accountable for whatever you say you believe, what you fight for somebody that's being fought on. And everybody, where's these men? Where's us women that stand up for each other, that say, no, if you surely, you sending us a message, if you hurting one of us that's meant for all of us, surely you're sending us a message. That's a direct threat. Indirectly, behind the scenes, you get to feel the message. That's the whole point of it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If you don't stand with me, then you will fall as many. Those that said they repent, you must repent. And any man, for us women and men, should not be sleeping with anybody. You should find yourself worthy enough to say, let me stop. I'm telling you, it's spiritual demons that's inside these women. So every woman you thinking that's cute, they are not regular women. These are demonic demons that gave themselves to a higher power, and it gave them things so they can look a certain way and bend and alter somebody else's willpower. That's the type of woman you want. They spinning around, they laughing it up. You going to the hotels, you going to the shopping sex stores, you buying stupid toys and all sexy things. You doing the wrong things. You already giving up your souls. And say, what is that? To give up your birthright is to give up your man or your womanhood that you was born with. Is something that surely, if a woman is strong enough to have two and give birth to both, or all boys or all girls, that woman is sufficient to raise both. The Lord don't give us something that we can have and don't expect for us to be able to fulfill the task that we are given to. If you can give birth to a boy or a girl, to all females or all men, you are sufficient enough to raise both of those children into an environment that they are born in. Do they need help? You got to go get a shot. I gotta help you to stay alive in our in the system, because if the baby don't get this by a certain time before it comes into the world, it's gonna get messed up. It's gonna be contaminated. What? By who? You? I did all the simple things that I'm talking about, because when you don't know, you keep doing it until when you wake up, I said, no, I don't want none of your medicine. There was a time where I took medications and things like that. I don't take nothing from none of them. Then when a call, when do you know urgent care calls you to tell you to come in? Oh, you need to come in. Are you in pain? You're experiencing back pain. Somebody said you had an accident. You had, like, no, I didn't have nothing. And they hang up. Listen, I got people playing these demons. This is not a cry for help. This is not a person or a woman that's in distress, that's looking for a captain to come save this poor queen. Come save me. No, I'm looking for somebody that wants to be saved by the Most High for themselves, that they are worthy to have such a queen, someone to give them a new life that can wash away their sins because they repent. You have to do it on your own. You have to get to a part of this life that when you look back at the things you did and the women you settled with and the who you put your mouth on and the things we did should make us have a conniption of almost having an epileptic fit. The things that we did, when we look back and we look at that, God was watching me do all those things. It's supposed to get you there so you can see that your family lines is watching us make a mockery out of ourselves at the expense of this good nation that's called a disgrace. It told us to do abominable things of with our body, the drugs, the alcohol, everything you can get into. You can do all these things and you can get away with it. You could pay for a lawyer, somebody that's smart enough to get you out of it. They know the game. But what happens when you come across one that wasn't playing no games and just end up walking away just in time to save her life? And what did she use? Intuition of people that wasn't treating me right. You don't want me? Never mind. You push me, I'll push you. All right, so you go your way, I'll go mine too. One that got away from the darkness that many of our loved ones, many of our artists, rap artists, music artists, people that was just actors and dancers and people that we actually admired. So many of them gone under this dark industry. So many of us been wounded by the things they told us to celebrate, to celebrate the bombs. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say the stars, that star spangled, and the banner that yet waved gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. This place been built on bloodshed, broken pieces of good people that hired demons to go after innocent people, and then they made a whole curriculum out of it. Life insurance. Somebody get life insurance on you and they kill your ass, or the government gets more money because these people is tied into something that got bigger money than you. So go and put that big amount of $10,000 or $100,000 on it and say, I want this. And then whatever money you put, yeah, they get you off. And that's what they give you, a little something out of it. But the most of the people, and they have a celebration. Now it's called a celebration of life. But they're celebrating in a different type of way, because those are the ones that ruin your life for money, greed, power, to have that authority. They don't care. They bet it at all costs. Whoever they got to take out, family, cousin, mother, they try to spare their children and take away everybody else. But then they put their kids in the game, and some of them do evil things on their children and have the children going after their father, and the father's going after the mother's, taking sides. These people are doing forbidden, abominable things. These things is forbidden These are sins. These are things that's going to crush so many of us. Keep your eyes open, because if you don't see the drug addicts falling on the floor, young and old, and the people that's desolate and broken, you don't look at the broken souls. You don't see the things that's happening before your eyes. These are things that happens when the demons tear you down from inside, and these people get around and they switch your life so fast you don't know why you went down. Not everybody is weak and just saying, this life is too hard, I'd rather get out of here, I want to jump off the bridge and kill myself. No, something surely is in the background that is not normal, and I'm waking us up. So I'm hoping to my people we can see, wake up, you're in a nightmare, and I came to wake you up myself for free. Because until you can say you've been through something that most people would kill their husband or their daughter because they slept with their man or their mother. These are not everything that happened, but these are the things that happen to people that most people would get themselves out of the way and get beside themselves because somebody else's actions. Somebody took advantage of this one. Not somebody. Those people know who I am. The families that keep secrets because they didn't want me to know who I am. That I was a miracle in a lifetime that they didn't want this world to see. Because people will surely will have to say, something is here to make a believer and make me believe that I should believe that I love myself because the Lord sent somebody to remind me. I'm a reminder of God's love for us because somebody in these people told us that God don't exist. There's nobody in this world that is trustworthy and that's loving and that's truthful and honest and pure. It's nobody walking around the world like this. It's no man and no woman that can fit this description like this. It's nobody that can do so many things and do it great like this. It's nobody that can give me a chance and give me a chance like this. Somebody that surely died and said, I will surely miss, because God planted a seed and he said, this one is planted for me. And when I'm ready for it to blossom, I don't want the world to miss. So if you see something great and you see something great like this, you better believe that something is a miracle about to happen to us, because something that's in us that said that we was broken, but then something died and made you alive again. Until you get to that part, you can't say that anybody's equal to me and to say, I can't listen to you because you're not telling the truth. What truth did I not tell that the world didn't already say and lied to you? You got to say who you believe in, whose side you on. If you're not on my side and you're not on my team, you part of the problem, and I'm the solution. And everybody is being held accountable for the things that I just said. Everyone that did something and you don't stop someone, you don't stand up for what is right and truth, regardless of what it costs you, it's going to take somebody with strength. Somebody got to have something inside that says, I'm not scared, because surely something is bigger that got more power and weight over this world here and sent somebody with spiritual laws that's high ranking in the spiritual realm. And I'm sitting in this world and I get to walk the streets. You better send a protector after me, your government people, because you send people to come after people like me. And then you want a system. I don't want my sister to die. I'm going to make it very hard for you. And I'm make it very hard for you. For all those that listen and all that get it and get understanding. You stand for someone that's being harmed because they believe the Most High righteousness of love said, if the world turns its back on you and you give up everything, who is strong enough to go through the eye of the needle? What would you profit a man to gain the world but to lose his soul? I'd rather leave this world to gain my soul for the Lord to give me everlasting peace in this life. You can walk through peace even if your world is shaking and it's upside down, but something in you is peace. It keeps you sane. You can walk through quietly. I'm that one. So I'm telling it to you. Yeah, I have another way, another force. Sometimes I'm all kind of ways, but whatever way I am, it's because I'm tired of the weakness complaining about how sensitive they are. We all out of alignment. We need to align so you can see a better version of yourself, so you can see why this world didn't love you. So when you look back at the things you did, don't hate yourself and kill yourself and throw yourself off the bridge. Look at it and say, I've been caught. The devil had me. His spirit had me. But now I'm free. Because now I know that's not where I need to be. I'm better than that. I don't have fear. That religion teaches fear and pain, and there's no escape. This is life. It's going to happen every single life of every day of your life. And it's just going to be a repeat, a cycle that you can never escape. It is a lie. If you find peace, and you raise your frequency in loving yourself. To love yourself means you settle for nothing if the Lord is your best. And the Lord said, I give you everything, the air, the breath that you breathe. I give you that because I watch you work for me. I work for the Lord. I did, and I did it fiercely. I remember from my youth, I kept the commandments. I kept the doctrine even when I didn't know I was doing it. Even when you're in your mistakes, those things was going to correct you to make you better than what you used to be, people. Don't let this world tell us we mistakes. God made us wonderfully and fiercely made. How can the Lord say that? That one is the truth. The other one said, everybody's mistake. You was a born sinner. Something is wrong here. Why would it say be fruitful and multiply and make a plan B? What God is that you talking to? Don't look at the person, look at the spirit that they are marveling after. What spirit is that? That's the spirit of the God that hate men, that made men hate women, because that God felt that we have more power and authority than they do. So they made lodges. And they still got them. And the guys be like, I'm going out with my boys, yo. We're going to watch the game. And the girls be like, I'm going out with my girls. We having a girl nights out. These women that go both ways. Do you think they just go both ways just for sexual pleasure? They get to play on both sides to mess with men and women's mind. And then they go back and sleep with the ones that they really attracted to. And they give them all the energy that they gathered up from other people that they didn't care about sexually. And they played and gave it and fell down. Do you know how disrespectful it is for a man to sleep with women, or a woman that loves him, and to go give it to another man, or to give it to another woman and fall down with everything you gave and to give it away to someone else? Your essence, your spirit, your energy, your love language, and give it away like it was nothing. Is a difference from an ordinary person. But if you ever did that to someone that God gave, and these people's fighting over this energy, they fighting over this one woman here. I'm not giving nobody a goddamn thing. And it's not, you gotta work for me. Your standards is not the same as mine. For none of you women. That's not putting you down. I have a different type of calling. So I can't just have just anybody. Nobody can just walk up and be like, well, I'm healed. I got better. No, you have to be where God wants you to be. And you have to thank God that you changed and gave you a clean slate, because the one that's sent to me is a specialist man. And that man would feel proud to be with a woman that can set his life free and want to give her every goddamn thing. I'm worth everything that's deserving to be given to me by everybody, because I wanted to be everything that I wanted the world to be to me. And that's everything. If the person took everything and they did everything and you can't pay that person back, you got to just be thankful and would be honored to help this one, because this one took the sweat and the tears and she carried it with grace, peace, with mercy, understanding, loving, power, And demanding, yes, is a punishment, is a penalty to this. Those that don't love the Lord, leave them, they can't come in your next life. Wherever you journey in that, men and women, raise yourself to make a woman deserving of you. Not because she got a job or she got cute kids and what kind of babies will have you missing the point. That woman, that man should mirror each other's soul. That's where home is at. That's where you should find peace, where you can let down your guard. You would never have to ever worry again if this one will mishurt you or mistreat you or do something to deceive you. When you find that, you found your peaceful match. It's not, you could have a lot of men and women. There's so many of them, go get another one. That's the problem. If you raise yourself, I learned from one demon of every goddamn element that I could find about being dark and hurtful. Hurtful people hurt people. What's missing? Love. I have that. They don't. You rejected it for something that's lower than a queen. For a man or a woman to pick somebody that you gotta that's chasing after you, you can't live and find somebody new because they feel that they lost without you because they don't have enough steam. They don't have enough, but they love you and they want to hold on to you. Or they don't want you to have a life that you would give to someone else, so they jealous of you. These things happen. Those are the things happen to me. You get jealous and you get somebody that don't want you to have the man that was meant for you, because if you would have did it, it would have happened to you so fast and quickly. No, surely somebody got to intersect, but they intersected rightly, because if somebody is not the right man for you or he's not the right woman, and they so easily, so effortlessly can throw you away for something that considered to be tangible, but something that was immeasurable. They didn't know how to handle, because that means they would have to grow up. And if that man or woman cannot grow up to the maturity where you are going, don't be upset. Be understanding that they're not ready. Leave them at their level. If they want to and they see the worth in you, let them build themselves up to the point where they deserve you. If they did too much or you grew too much to accept them back, then it's not out of malice. It means that you change in your spirit. Now, whatever you wanted and was settling for, where your mindset was at, they missed that time. That door closed. You want another version of yourself. They can't come. You outgrew that version of life that you saw for yourself. When you see another version or a difference in your life, and you see a place where you've never been, and you want that woman, you don't have to want a woman. You have to want yourself to be a better version that nobody knew. And so if somebody else gets you, they're getting a brand new version of you. That's the same for me. So the standards is the same for anybody. And I'm telling you, because I am the mark. So everybody, make that man and that woman deserve you. If you've been doing everything free, nilly and willy, whether you was getting paid or whatever it is, learn your standards so you can understand why you hold your power. Make that man or woman responsible. It's because you don't need a whole lot. You're going to need one, because if that one is able to do everything, that one is surely going to be sent to you. I don't know how many of you is going to be favorable, because not all of you is getting in. I'm going to tell you thousands of you that's going to be angry, and tens of thousands of the thousands of millions. It's going to be sad, because some of you, I can tell you who's not getting through. I know the requirements. So somebody want to argue with me and tell me, well, I mean, you can't say because you don't know God, because God, that one assigned me. Now, I'm not gloating, I'm not boastful, and I'm not proud. I'm graceful. I'm graceful and I'm grateful, because that means that the Lord is entrusted in a being like me to be able to be honorable. And I told that one, if you send me, I'll go. I'll tell the world how good you are and who you are and what you mean to our souls. And if you don't feel nothing about that and it don't shake nothing and you don't belong to the same one I belong to, it's simple as that. And as many, let that man and that man should want to go after that queen, because men don't think they should chase after a woman. I shouldn't go get that woman if that woman is worth it. because she's there to change your life. Not what you can get off of it. Not how much, oh, I can make money. Or if somebody needs to make money and they think they can just have a good dream off of me, you're sadly mistaken. As soon as your spirit get up on it and it ain't the right one, and you came to be a deceiver, a false prophet, you're gonna wish that you didn't listen to your demon. Tell you to come over. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to play the game. I'm gonna try to say something. Sister, friend, cousin, all of y'all is the same. Stay over there, because the God I serve would not let one be tortured by many and not say nothing because you're getting paid to be quiet because the enemy said, shh. But if you say something, I'm gonna say something too. All of you gonna tell on yourselves. Everybody is going to find out who your families are and find out who everybody been serving. Who's your God? And you find out why your life been going a certain way. Why you can't sleep at night. If you having dreams and you seeing things in shadows and you being haunted in this life. So be careful who you talk about, who you speak on, who you speak down to. You don't know who protects me. So if I was you, I'll be very, very much careful. I don't care if I look like this and I smile like that, but she's not slim. I don't think that she's gonna be the right fit. She's not. I wouldn't do it if I was you. Listen to the wrong people. You listen to demons that stirred you out of a spot, made you miss a opportunity of a lifetime. It's not many. It's none that comes around in the lifetimes that you'll pass away and come back. You would never find another one of me. You would have to find how long it takes to come back. How old are you? How old are you? How many ages are you? I am various. I don't know if you can see my gray hairs. These are my wisdoms. I fought for it, but I'm aging backwards. I'm getting younger in years. I love us, our dear ones. But it's time for us to wake up. Our people, we have to wake up. When I say that, that means not just wake up just in the morning and wash your face, brush your teeth, and make some breakfast. I'm saying wake up to a reality that is no longer what you thought is an illusion. Break the illusion so you could come out of your own confusion. So you can see why I shouldn't live this way. Why I shouldn't be going drinking and I'm doing all these things and loosening my body and I'm losing my mind. I'm doing things that I like and it feels good because this man is looking at me. He's fine and I'm fine and I look like something to see. Those women you want, those ones, you don't want a woman that is high valued in her faith. Her faith is my belief. My belief is in myself. My knowing is who I am. I know who I am, so I believe in myself. I don't have to believe my name is something. You should already know who you are. If you claim that your parents are such and such, if you claim your parents, you're going to say those are my parents. Okay, so the Messiah, the majesty that graced me as wonderfully as any mother would do. A mother would go after everything and anybody, kids and all. Why? Because we have the birthright to. The other one is our protectors as well. They will hurt, they'll hunt you, and they'll shoot you down, they'll hurt you and do some other things. But a mother got a different type of force, masculine and feminine. Whatever the man had, they time. And then they said, calmer is she. She is me. A mirror to our souls. How you treat one is think of how you treat the Lord. And anything that's tied in, friends, family, cousins, and they watch you and hear you backbiting or talking about somebody that you shouldn't be talking about. Somebody you shouldn't be saying something, or if you could say something to help that person, or you can't say nothing at all. Some people, be careful what you speak. because you might not be talking at all. And they want to hurt me because I'm saying the truth. I'm being who I am. I don't know nobody else to play. Well, let me play something else. They told Harper to beat me. They did. This man is a good man. He believed in principles of an old law, but he was distorted by vision because he thought what looks nice and sounds good and pretty and something different. A Spanish Rican that he always wanted a friend, a make believe friend of mine. These women comes in, these people know how to come in your life and they watch you and they see what everything is going on with you. They see where you came from. Everybody that knows me, they seen that I came from the bottom, but my spirit has rose to the top. So if you don't check on this one just to say, hi, what's going on with you? Are you okay? You cannot be the problem and then be the fixer at the same time. This is what our government, this is what America is, my people. We are stocks and trades. Who are they stocking off of and who are they trading? I don't care they made Bitcoins, you can't trace it, but who is that expense is it? Oh, you don't want to see. So what kind of world you want your kids to be in? Anything that's attached to the system, I'm going to say it again, is going down. Banks, organizations, markets, stock markets, that's why they want everybody to sit home and work at home because they're trying to say the system is going to fall. You need another way out. Oh, Trump, let's kill him. Let's beat him. That's the same thing they said to me. She loves us. Let's hate her. Not the same as in the Trump way, but in a way that God put me and said, this one is my saving grace. She knows my heart to speak to my people. She understands the language. She understands the world that has more authority than this world that the enemy created. They're going to give you hell. Come on, I'm ready. Because you're going to want to say something to me. Can you spell this? Or you misspelled the word. Or you didn't say this word right. I don't care if I got the word wrong. God still told me I'm right. What's better than that? You can prove me of spelling wrong or not pronouncing the grammatification correctly, or the Most High, the Messiah, and all the angels and all my protectors and loved ones that was taken from me is given back to me. So those that cry over their loved ones and they left before you, remember those ones are watching over you to see the things that you can't see. So in your dreams, pay attention. They're there to show you some things, and your life is going to show you wonderful things. If you loved yourself in a certain way, you'll be able to see some good treasures. You'll get to see what the Lord made in you. If you miss that, you'll be watching somebody else go past and somebody else living a life, and you say, wow, I wanted that life too. Get your own life. The ones that stole and they had a bask in my glory. How did it feel being me? Little sis, anybody that had a part of me, business plans, all the good things that people can rise and they can. This is what this world is. This is why they want so much sexualized, because they get sexual energy, and that energy there that men and women we give off, especially women and men. If you have rare blood, be careful. They after us. I'm trying to say it in a way where you can understand what I'm saying. When you rare, treat yourself rare. Let somebody be as rare as you, so they understand what you've been through and they understand why you're the way you are, because they've been through that too. Find somebody that's willing and that's not scared to go to the Messiah. Any man or woman that's scared to do the right thing, and you said, look, I believe in a principle. I have a certain type of way that I must live. I have something. Nobody has my assignment, so nobody understand the weight that I carry. Nobody understand what that must be like for me, because I don't express everything. I'm going to just tell you blunt and plainly, because I went through it for you. You got to go through it for me, and you got to tell the truth. Our people of righteousness, make those suckers say who they God is, so people can know the difference from the righteous, from the unrighteous, from the fallen angels to the earth angels. We have to stand and take a place, and it's now. So when people hearing some things going funny in your home, your phone is acting up, things is being deleted, something is getting touched, things is falling down, somebody's went past you, you're going to start saying some things because it's time to wisen up. And all those that got something to say, and I'm telling you that I've been abused in an unrighteous way and still being cast out, blocking something. So I use my words because you can't block that from truth from happening. I got many pretenders and they want something to be a disaster. They don't want me to have anything. They don't want the truth to be made, to be told. So I'm going to tell you as brightly and as honestly as I can say, pick a side and then stand on it. Tell people just, yeah, I'm evil. I did all these things and I like it, and I'm a gatekeeper. I work for the government. I'm a deceiver. I'm all these things. I'm a molester. I'm a heart taker. I'm a man beater. I'm a woman beater. I just beat people. Say that. Well, if I said that, then people wouldn't like me then. But why? But you're not doing nothing likable. So why would you want to be likable? And so then who do you call the teammates that you team up with? You call them friends and loved ones. All of those are your poison. So when you get around those and you cast us good ones out and you kick us out and put us down, and for the men that you think that don't have a heart, or he's too courteous. He's too respectful. He opened doors and stuff like that. He pays the bills and he leaves tips and things like that. Oh my God. And he's not loud. He's very quiet. I don't like that type of man. You want a man on a motorcycle, somebody will go upside your head and put chains around your neck and put you in handcuffs and beat you with a whip. Oh, just the way I like it. Okay. Because that demon like it too. Just make sure that you end up with your equal, so it don't be unequal for you. You can have you want those things, you want that type of life, you want that type of woman. Every man don't deserve or want the same woman, and everybody don't have the same requirements. So somebody be careful who you sharing your life with. I would never do it again unless that one is my beloved trusted friend and that came from the great divine. I would know. You would know when it comes from the Lord, because that one will not tear your tears and your pains and tear it more to be the pain that you just came from and made you bleed even more, and then pour salt and put vinegar and pour liquor, everything that can burn you to the core. That one wouldn't do that to you. That woman wouldn't use your abuse and the things you went through to scorn you with it. Surely she wouldn't turn on you, and neither would he. Those are how you know. How do you know which one to pick? How do you know when this is it? How do you know? How do you know? When you've been all you do, when you did all you can do, when you tried all you can try, when you took so many lies, when you know that you are through, when you find the best thing in you, that's how you know. That's how you know. When you find the greatest gift in you and you know that you took more than you can take and you've been through all you've been through, and you stand because you found something stronger in you, surely that you couldn't give yourself. Because I have to say to myself, you the strongest woman I know. Who made you? I love you. When you get to love the other part of you, you wouldn't share it with nobody except for the right one. You don't tell nobody nothing. You just say, I love myself. They can't handle that. They need to know why. None of your business. Go find something that you can trust yourself about, and then you be happy yourself for yourself. And you say, surely the good Lord did this for me, because I thought I had nothing left. I didn't think I had anything best to be better than what I was already better at. I didn't think I could get to a better version of me. You're going to need a queen. You need a system. You need a sister, a woman, a queen. a nurturer, a fighter, someone that can stand through the pressure, someone that's calm, funny, whatever you want her to be. She's that, genuinely. I wouldn't lead my people to the slaughter. No, I wouldn't hurt none of my people. I love my people that loves me, that loves the Lord. So if you love the Lord as I do, then I want to see how many of you will stand up and fight for me, fight back for yourselves, and say that we're going to take ourselves back from this world, because most of us don't belong there. The ones that do, they're going to talk different. You're going to hear them giving you pushback. Those are the ones. You're going to see how it sounds. I'm going to show you. Want to play a game? There's going to be a game for you. Find out how many souls you can save, how many souls that they're going to be trying to take away. Find out how many. You want to find out who serves who. You want to find out if you the real, if they the fakers, and you want to find out who's the truth and who's the lie. It's time. So I gave you my time. I hope that you listen to me. Send this to as many so the world could be awakened. And those on your platform, I listen to you people. This is time to get to the bottom of the top, because someone touches the one that the Lord said do not. Now I'm her special one. And it's a woman this time. Because the other one came to lie, kill, and destroy. This one comes to save life. You don't want to be on my side. You want to hurt me some more. You want to say that that's good for you. Be careful. Because return to sender to each and every one of you, whether I know you or not. Everybody's held accountable. Because if somebody's unrighteously doing something for the Lord that gave his life and said, this one I'm going to send and I'm going to be my spirit, it's going to be deep within. So that means I'm looking, I'm listening to you. So how you respond is going to be incredible for you. The one that's meant for me. For women and men, I'm saying to raise your frequency. Stop sleeping with each other for now. If you didn't find your right one, for everybody else, even if you're married, you might want to stop, because the one that you're married to may not be who you want to be married to. Everybody, stop, because they pulling demons and they called already in. So anybody can be touched by these demons. And if you are in a place of life where you are winning and life is going good for you, if you put one person that's not healed, they don't have to be a devil worshiper. They don't even have to be evil. They just didn't repent enough to repent enough to go along with you. You have to understand what that is. You got to leave people there so they can grow. They did not learn some life lessons. So whatever weight you're about to carry, as I am, everybody, you can't go unless you can carry the same weight. And if you can't, you're not going to rise and you're not getting in. So I'm going to tell you that's how it is. And I said it. Now listen to the snoring. Because some of you is going to be sleep like that. And you're going to be up and you're going to be sleep. And it's going to sound like you sound like that even while you're awake. You don't have to be making noise, but your mind will be sleep like that. You be in Z's, making noise like that. Listen to it. I'll leave you sleep. Don't wake them up. Because those are the ones that say, only thing you will be able to confess that you didn't believe, because I'm making sure that nobody can say they didn't know. So as many hear this, let them hear so they can say, damn, that means I'm held accountable. You are. So whoever is, hear it. It starts for them at that point in that time. Whatever time you hear, this is what I'm saying to you. For the one that is willing to work for this one, to protect this one, because the government, the system, matriarch is saying, no, I made it out. I found a way. I'm trying to guide us. I'm pointing you in the right direction. I'm trying to tell you how to free yourselves and free your own life so you can be the best version that you want to be. for a spirit that you call most high. It's a spirit, it's an attribute, it's something that you need to have, that you say that you belong to. Shouldn't you carry yourself that way? Shouldn't you talk that way? Shouldn't you believe that way? I believe in life and showing love, but tough love is get out. Once you said you did not, you do not accept, you won't bow down. I'm not going to bend to you. You're not bending to me, idiots. You're bending to the will that the Most High God made. Somebody that can set you free by working for yourselves and getting out of a system that's trying to hurt me and my people. Why would you stay there? Because it give you good food to eat. I would give you all those things if you follow me. Would it be a journey? Is it going to be easy? No, but it's worth fighting for. Let me say that again because the enemy tried to stop me. It's worth fighting for. It means it's not easy, but it's worth it. And you'll be glad you did. Choose something beyond your own vision, beyond what you can see that's tangible. What you go off of something before you can get something, what you stand for something. If it said, I made you to be perfect, I gave you everything. Why won't you listen to me if I gave you authority? I gave you permission. I gave you everything that I gave you of me. I gave you life lessons. Why didn't you learn from me? Why didn't you learn that it taught you to come back to me? If it's cold over there and it's hurtful over there, why wouldn't you run to me? I did. So I'm telling you, I ran back every time to the Lord because there was no one better than I can talk to in this whole wide world. So if this one stands alone against the whole wide world, and she's by herself and she's able to say it because I don't look like I'm broken. I don't know how to look broken. I just know about strength because if the Lord is can be put out, the sun, the strength of the sun, the light of the moon, the stars that light up the sky, all that is therein. I'm your trusted friend. And those that I've seen some things so I can tell it to you. They're after us. That means that they're after me, they're after you. So if I'm the thing to stop to get to you, do you think they won't hurt that one? Who it sounds like? It sounds like something the president said. Trump. Oh, they don't want me. They want you. But I'm in the middle. Those that's doing a good mission, those that understand, I listened to that man, so I paid attention. You can start out one way, but you can be overturned because one thing that one knows, the chosen's turn. That means that we know why we're here. I know what I need to do. I know why I must do. So I talk to you and I'm making everybody held accountable because nothing was easy for me. So no, I won't make it easy for you. Everything that you hide under, everything that you see is wrong, all the corruption under the goddamn ground, all the things that were stolen from us, all the things that they make us pay for, everything that smiles and sneers and want to tear us down in the background, people that's friends with people that don't like the Most High God is doing for you, all of those that was wrong to any one of us and are hanging in any one of these places, and they pays you and all of you, all as one and all together are going to turn on one another and their systems is going down. So if you part of their systems, you're going down too. Get out for those that don't belong there. Babylon is falling. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to hear screams and people going to feel some type of way because they want to hold on to their social security. What I'm going to do, those of little faith of a mustard seed will wither away. But those that kept the faith of a mustard seed and kept growing because they kept going. They kept trusting and kept going and kept going and kept going. Even though it got harder and harder, I didn't give up because I knew that the people are lost and y'all are at stake. And you don't know and you're worrying about everything else. And I'm telling you, if you don't know nothing else, stop sleeping around, stop letting people touch you, stop showing all your body and how nice and slim and fit you are to the world, and you putting your eyes on people and people's looking at you, whether they children or not. You don't know what world you're walking into because everybody look like they look the same, but everybody's spirit is not. Be careful because you'll come across one that's stronger than you. Christians, all of you ones, you're going to come across a spirit that's stronger than you in your faith. And so is the ones that said chosen ones or earth angel. You would know when your faith is tested and it comes upon you to let go some things and people you love because they was treated you nice and they was good to you. I mean they bad everybody. It just means that they didn't do enough work of self-healing. You have to learn to heal yourself so you can better yourself. So why do I need to stay angry if it happened so many years ago? No matter who they did or what they did, the difference for me, I took it as a test. I took it as a lesson. So I learned. When you learn your lesson, you move on. Life just move on with you. Sometimes you gotta lose. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again. So if everything get taken from you, and surely that means that life will have to begin again for you. Somebody will find this one marvelous and say, I deserve a marvelous life because I've been through the storms, Lord. Do everything to make me right to deserve to have a second chance with a life of a power that only you can give. I want that blessing. I'm anybody's blessing. I'm anybody's lesson. If you want to learn in this life, let me learn it for you. If I taught you anything, I'm glad I taught it to you. If I've made you feel anything that made you feel better about you, I hope I did because that's my mission to uplift all of you and any one of you that can understand, yes, it's pain there, but it's also sovereign of grace because the Lord said, count it all joy when it gets tough and it feels overwhelming. I'm not overwhelmed. But sometimes, yes, it is difficult. Sometimes you don't feel like yourself. Sometimes you feel up. Sometimes you feel down. But I'm never weak because this is what these idiots is listening to hear. Let me hear her weakness. Let me see if she's melting. I'm not going to melt for you, ignorant people, because you made something, a mockery out of yourselves and named children foods, pizza for children names, hot dogs and things like that, and ice cream and sauce for children. This is our government. Do you know back in 2020, Amina, I love her because she put these people that put their life on the line. These are people that's not scared to go up for the grind and is not scared to say whatever's on their mind and is not running away because they're not trying to hurt nobody. This is educational purposes only. And this is for people and all that get overstanding. That is things out here that's trying to hurt us. And we hurting ourselves by allowing a system to allow other people to hurt us because we have a different belief system. So you want to hurt this innocent woman here. Where's my people at? Where's my men at that would say no? It surely is men that would stand up if a woman is being wrong and she's innocent at that. Where's my men that will go against a system that's going after their own women, that love her own men? I love my men. So I'm trying to boost us up. We're better than just wearing gold and chains and diamonds in our teeth and the clothes and the cars we ride in. You're better than that if you knew where you came from. Some of us ain't come from nothing. Most families already cursed. They would never be reprimanded. They lost out. No, those gates is closed until you repent. But if you did anything on purpose to hurt, to crush this one with another man that will come after a woman, and those your men's bros over hoes, your women. Be careful what you're jamming to. Be careful what you opening your legs and grinding and licking your lips to. Oh, he's fine. I'm going to take my clothes off. I would give him, I'll do anything. Even if it was in the street and I had a chance, I'm going to do this. And the men too that think alike. Y'all are low vibrational thinking. If you raise your frequency and you get in alignment, listen to me. This is not a put down, it's a pull up. When you raise your own vibration of your own understanding of what you was settling and what you was wilding out for, the thought of what you consider to be a beauty woman that can do all these splits and things is wonderful. If she has her spirit intact, she wouldn't do none of those things. It'll be too beneath her. She would gain her conscience back. She would cover her body. She wouldn't show all her moves and how she could move in the bedroom. She would understand why that's supposed to be made to be sacred. She would. And so would you. If you outgrow your old version of yourself and you look back what you thought was cool, and then when you look at it again, once you grow in your system and your spirit, you would never want those type of women again. You will see them as lost souls, as you once was yourself. If you can't pull them up, leave them there. Not everybody's meant to come out. Find what you consider to be worth it before you stick your hand out and say, I'll help you. You need something that's valuable. And that's what women, I'm trying to tell you, make yourself valuable. So make a man want to give you and find that you are a blessing and say, I thank God for this one. And that woman should be able to say, I thank God that you sent me this man of my life. Be thankful. Until then, none of us got to that point. Most of us did not. So when you get to the part where you can be thankful for the things, your kids and the things that you have, because those are the blessings of joy that give you peace within. Not because you have these things, because you are peaceful without them. I'm peaceful without having nothing because I'm the epitome of peace. I taught myself to be my own peace. I was chasing after it. So now that I have it, I let nothing go. But because these parasites interfered with my peace, with me and the Most High, the well, do you think the Lord do not need help? And he said, the Lord don't need no help. The Lord needs, she does. That's why it's many of herself. She made many of her own seeds, as well as men. Listen, we are balance of each other. We are not each other's rivalry. Even if it is a challenge, but it should not be a challenge of sex, of, well, I'm a man and you're a woman, you're less than me. No, it's the balance of security, of understanding that love, that force is going to bring you to be better. It's there to make you be better. It is a force and it is discipline. And those that get disciplined and the Lord turns his back. So if you're doing something to the Lord, listen, this is very serious and I'm close. If anybody do anything that offends the Most High, to anybody that the Lord considers, this is my one, and that's me. So listen carefully. If you do anything or say anything to this one, be disrespectful. It's a disrespect to the greatest one that you say, man, I don't believe what your faith is. My faith is a power that's better than whatever this world told you about who you are. I come from something that's way beyond your imagination, so I'm not going to have time to explain it to you, because even if I did, most people I explained it to didn't listen. It went over their heads, so I don't have time to keep talking to you. So I'm going to just tell you like this: whatever offends God is offensive to anybody, and everybody is going to be held accountable that stand and witness. Now, since I said it, I made everyone my witness. Whether you've seen what happened, but you already heard what happened. So anybody that went against me and you going against me on top of what I already been through, and you adding to it instead of standing up for a person that you said that is righteous, and God says this spirit is mine and I'm sending this one to speak to you. So if you don't like it, then stay on the other side and watch from afar, because you made yourself uninvited. To turn your back on the Lord, it's not the same if you turn your back on the Lord. Because if the Lord walks away from you, it is not the same. It's not the same. Do you want to know what that feels like to be cast out? That means no spiritual protection. Anything could happen. Anybody could throw thoughts. You don't have no protection. If it's meant to hit you, whatever you did, you can cry, you can scream. Nobody's coming for your remission. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody, no, come on. No, you've been exiled. That means that everything goes dark. because you sold and you did not heal your heart. You sold the essence of your heart chakra for green. The trees, everybody, and the leaves and all the grass that you can see, any greenery that you see, as far as wide as your eyes can go, and as many trees, that means that the Messiah loves us way more than we can even count. We can't even count all the trees, the branches, the leaves that's attached to it, and then the roots that comes out of the ground, how many and far and wide those roots grow. You can't imagine how many. That's how deep the love of the Messiah goes for us and beyond in infinity. But I gave you something so you can imagine what I'm saying to you is that's green. It's the love for us because it helps us to breathe. Those are our families. When I see trees, I said, those are my families. Look at the roots. Look at the love. Somebody died. Those trees became essence of bones and bristles that from centuries that was there before us. Some of these trees was already there a lifetimes before we even existed. And all that get in love everything. And I'm praying that if anything I said, I hope you didn't miss it. I hope I didn't make you feel sad or some of you feel embarrassed or that I'm knocking us down. I'm saying if the enemy it caught you in any way and it caught me, yes, say it. Say what it made you do. You was loose, you was wayward. Yeah, I was all of those things. But I had a part of me, but I did it for one because I love that one. I believe that one was made for me. It was okay when you're young in your 20s and you're thinking, oh, I could do these things with that man. That man told me he didn't have respect for me. But then it changed. So I said, well, maybe it changed. It didn't stay the same because he changed. He didn't stay the same way he was. This man, a warlock, do you know what it is to get a demon to fall in love when that goes against their rules? When you out of their club, they only got love for themselves, whatever they consider to be love. But that one, to fight with a demon, to get it to change, to be able to get that thing, to tame the beast. Those beasts is when many beasts and they gotta listen. This is about our genealogy. This is the goddamn Bibles. I don't know what planet you're living on that you don't think that um the David, the seed of David, Solomon, and all these people that they talk about, Ruth, Esther, and all these. Listen, man, y'all gotta Levi, y'all gotta follow along. This is where we at. We are them that they are talking about. So if you're not the seed of Abraham, and if you're not the seed of David, if you're not the seed from the Christ, that the Christ died and rose in 3 days, would you even listen to it if you ain't even heard it? The second coming of Christ. Pay attention. Take a poster picture of it. Circle this around so you can get a kick to your brain so it can jumpstart something. Get some good juice. Drink some beets, some garlic, some ginger. Put some lemon in it. Do something to fix your goddamn spirit so you can feel something vibrating in your soul so the demons can hear it. Let them feel what's coming for them. So if you want to listen to me, you should, because it's the best thing that ever happened to you. It's like drinking the best water you ever had to quench your soul. Something to get this world stirred up. And I'm telling you, they're after your soul. So listen to me and send this around so people can stop thinking that they can just eat and sleep and mess with everybody. Save yourself. Stay to yourself. Start thinking. Sit down. It's going to take a minute. I'm not expecting for nothing to change like this, but I'm expecting for you to have some thought process so you can see that something is going to happen very fast and you don't say, I didn't tell you. Because if a system is going to goddamn crash and nobody else saying, how come they didn't tell me the demons made this shit? How come they didn't tell? Well, I didn't even know. Protect babies and fools. I'm making sure you're not babies and I'm making sure you're not fools because you're ones that did things intentionally on purpose. You're ones. Do not let them in your life again if they intently hurt you on purpose for meanness. And how many times they did. Now I'm going to tell you the difference. how to trust and how to see the ones that you know that you could speak to or that you have spoken, and you watch them and they gave you advice. So I'm gonna give very good advice. So you should ask and listen or want to request me. Either way, those ones that tell you the truth, that never lied to you, gave you good advice that worked out for you, and you watched them in their own life, and you seen how things work out for them, how they carry themselves, the things they stand up for, they price, they principle, not the price of how much they charge, the price of what they carry. I have everything in me is way more than whatever this government could pay you of money. And to give me, you have to give me everything because people have stolen from me and you hire them. If your government is hiring your own people to take you down out of family lines and you wondering how many people died in your family from last year, from the last 2 or 3 years, you pay attention to how much death they was racking up and how many death and nightmares they was sending. They was getting away with murder, my people. It's time to wake up to take your lives back. Fight with me for those that I fought for. And because I did, no, I don't think about being nice to you because you got to stand up and say what God you serve. Because if you arguing with me or you got something to say when I don't believe in you saying anything funny and you got something to say after this one telling you I've been through and I'm still going through and I'm by myself and I'm fighting against a machine that's bigger than me and it's still one of me, that means I'm the baddest shit in the goddamn universe. Because who is that bad that they want to tear down and they don't want the world to see? Who do you know? Who else you know? You want to say, well, I know the Lord is coming after me. No, it's coming after people like us because we're the ones to tell the truth and to set the goddamn world free because we don't belong to this world. We just here to bring back balance and restore equalness and security. You don't want to be on that side? Okay. You've been warned. All of you. Either you stand for something or you fall for everything because this world going to take everything that you put in. It's going to take you down with it. So make sure you got your monies in your bank and you got all your stuff that they told us to have. Our social security, our numbers, who you think they selling us out to. Come on. Who you think they selling us out to? You think that they just keeping it to themselves? No, surely not. So if they taken from you and we in the middle, we the people at the bottom holding them up, what needs to be done? You need to wake up. Get out of their systems. One sister says, stop voting. And what's that supposed to do? Wake yourselves up. It's one and two. Pick a side because there's going to be one of them that's going to be good enough for you. And the other side is going to be one of them that you deserve that you should have been on. If you pick one, then you with the righteous side. You pick two, whichever one is one and two for you. If Satan is your one and two is like, I don't know. I think I kind of like living on the edge. You can't. And make sure you stay there. Because either you give up. Listen, my people, if it got to be a hard battle to discern what is it that I'm fighting for because you're looking at something that you can't see. And it's like, damn, I got to believe something I don't know to believe. Do I go with something I can't see? Or do I wait till it becomes something? You're going to miss it, stupids, because it doesn't go like that. It goes with belief beyond before you can see what you can touch. Do you believe that part? Do you know that part? Have your life exampled any parts of that? If somebody is able to tell you the truth and it's consistently listen to that person. If that person told you something to save your life, then you should listen to that person with all your life. Whether that's your mother or father, sister, cousin, somebody that you got in your life that gave you something and that told you something, and it was good medicine for you, and it actually worked out, and it always worked out. It was nothing that this person said to you that didn't serve you or wasn't in your best interest. Those are the ways you're supposed to go, my people, and use that person as an example. To that person, if everybody don't have that where they're trustworthy, they're reliable, love bring you all of those things: unity, loyalty, kindness, meekness. Never will stab you in the back. Is home, is trusted. Yes, that's close, that's perfect. Because if you got somebody that's willing to risk their life by telling you a certain way to go, I'm not talking about almost think they right, because as parents, we're going to make many mistakes. But after you get past your mistakes and you've seen the mistakes that you made that person to be more righteous, made them more conscious, made them more excited, made them more happy, and say, oh, they say, oh, I would love to have that one. I wonder what she's like. Oh my God. I mean, that could be mine. He could be mine. That could be the man of my life. Who wouldn't want to fight for something that God said I got my name all over it? And nothing with me comes with destruction. Everything with me comes with peace, security, and it's good. And nothing is bad or wrong. It's no blemishes when it comes to me. People, please understand that doesn't mean that you can't have burnt skin or wrinkle, but when your heart is pure, you're unblemished, you're spotless, you're clean from within. Do you understand what that means? That means that it can make the outside of you be perfect. And if somebody want to work on something, they want to find to be the best man, and they said, this is the best woman I can make. This woman would be the best virgin for me, and I get to do something exciting. Find something different in life that you never did. Take a chance on something you never been through. I never been through this part, but I'm doing it. And I'm saying to you, I'm still going to say that the Most High is good to me. And nothing nobody do or take from me is going to make me forget that or ever curse or turn my back on the Messiah that says, I've risen you, I made you and created you before the foundation of the world. You was written, you was ordained, you was made for me. So if somebody don't like that part, they don't want to be part of me. You don't want to hear this, girl. You don't want to be something to see. You don't want to see something in you that was made to be better because somebody hated and they had enough hatred because they couldn't find nothing about themselves that they should have loved about themselves. That's not my fault. You did your own life, and the choices you made, you didn't like it because it made you even less than what you settled for in life. You decide to settle. I did not. I had a different perspective. So I think not. Nobody gets to this one unless you're willing to die for the Lord that said, I send this one that was wounded for me. You don't think that you should give yourself to a power that the world try to stop, because God said, this one, I made her to speak for me, to tell my people how I love. If you would give up everything and it was taken from you, would you still follow me? Would you love me because I gave you these things? Or would you just love me because I did something, because I watched you and I watched you stand strong for me? Why wouldn't you give yourself for that? And no one is equal to me. No man or woman, unless you rise to the God that says, I made you whole, I'll give you a gift. And my gift I will send, that will be a gift to the world. But if I give you to this one man and this one woman, this woman will be all you need. She will heal the soul, the hole in your soul. She would do it for me. She would do it for you because she came from me. There's no accidents there. It's no, let me think about it. Let me see if this person would still care. Let me see if I don't call him. You wouldn't be playing games because you finished with that because you got hurt so many times. All you want to do is say, come on, people. All the ones that's healed. We have to be the example how the Messiah heals, because people think that you go through stuff for nothing, and God is not real. He don't give you things as other people. The Lord gives and the Lord sends his vessels with his spirit down here. So if any one of us ever touched anybody's life and you messed up very wrongly, and before we could mess up because we was wrong too, and we was doing all kinds of things, that's how I learned to be able to teach this to you. So please don't ever think, oh, that I never went through nothing. I went through everything. That's why I can still be here and I'm sane and I can still say, I remember that love is missing. So I could talk about all the things that people did, or I could talk about what they try to do, or I'm telling you how many of them will come after one. Surely you're more powerful than many of them. Who would you say I am? I'm not nice this time. Whatever that one was, it's not. It's a different type of time. It's a different type of spirit. It's a different type of grind. Listen, you must listen to me, my people. You must listen. You must listen to me. I'm trying to tell you to set your soul free. I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen in all that I get in. Please get understanding. If I tell you to hold yourself, hold the line. The enemies is attacking, but if you don't know how to fight this fight, you're going to lose. And you're going to lose every time. Do you know what it's like to go up against something of darkness and to still be strong and still be able to say, I made it. I made it. I made it through the storms and the rain, through the heartaches and pain. Even though they tried to tear down my spirit, try to take my soul, try to take my strength away, try to dim my light, try to take my mind away, try to take the love that I have, try to stomp my love away. Oh, take her heart as much as she loves. Tear it apart. Do all kinds of abominable things that you know will hurt her soul. And that much as she loves, it will hurt her with every amount that you use to give it to someone else that she don't even know, that don't like her. You want to be friends with my enemies? Any one of you people. Keep a job or keep a tradition. Keep an illusion. When I'm telling you the very thing that you're celebrating is hurting people like me that love people like you. You don't think that's worth for to sit down and say, let me listen to this one. Because who's brave enough to do that? Because if you're going against the system and you by yourself, sure, you shouldn't be speaking. They can easily crush you. Listen and think about what that one have to bear. What kind of spirit do you need to have? What kind of heart do you need to care? That's a different type of love. That's not a sexual type of love and atmosphere. That's the love the Lord have for us. And say, who would stand for me after I took all of your beatings and you used me, you took me for granted, you made a mockery of me. I told you to save your bodies and you gave everybody away and you let everybody touch you a certain way. I said to refrain yourself, strengthen yourself for me. Don't give yourself to no one. When I say y'all, I'm not just talking to us women, I'm talking to us men because it's men that got value. And some women is intimidated by some men, as men is to some women. We should be intimidated. If you can grow, you see a beautiful woman that's trying to strengthen you, you're going to need a woman. Behind every strong man is a beautiful woman that's strong enough to get that man to stay in his manhood, to make him feel that he's invincible, he can do everything and anything. As long as she's by his side, he can and he will. That woman would feel the same. You would have to thank God that a man risen to his best self to say, I'm worthy to be saved. I'm worthy. I've been through what I've been through and I held my position and I still had grace and I still need help and I still need love. But I waited for a love that I can be in love with something. And surely that man and that woman that believes that they are worth it, you'll listen to me. You'll hold on to yourself. You'll think about, let me stop giving my juices away. Is this man or whatever, is he taking my energy from me? Is he using it against me to keep me encapsulated? Be careful what you say between the sheets to these men, that it's not your husbands or not the people that you're supposed to be mating with. I'll learn some valuable lessons to not to give yourself, because too many people that's sleeping with other people that didn't heal. They did things in their life and they getting repent. Now some people that didn't repent, listen, if you didn't and you were unhealed, repented people, unrepented people, and those people, excuse me, and they're in your life, and you don't detach, and you know they're not living life right, you don't want to let go, okay? Because when you do, it's going to be too late. And if they spirit is stronger than you, good ones and bad ones, whichever one you want to call yourself, if your strength is not stronger than the opposite side, than the fallen angel ones, if your spirit is not stronger than them, even the female virgin ones, and if their spirit in darkness is stronger than yours in your faith, they can overtake you. That's why when you have the whole armor, you have the breastplate of God's safety. You have the command of all the chiefs that's surrounding you. You have a force field surrounding you. You got a power that is out of this world that works for you. Who should you fear? Who do you not want to be connected to? Then don't. You don't gotta like me. You don't gotta find me exciting or intriguing. But I know that something is intriguing and spicy about me that you wanna know. Cause I say more than I should, and I say way less. I may seem like I talk a lot. Oh, she's telling a lot. I know more than what I say, and I say less than what I know. So, you figure that out. It means you ain't gonna know every goddamn thing. You need to know. I'm telling you the things you need to learn. And what you need to know is that you shouldn't mess with God's people. And if God one is coming for you to protect you and tell your fools that's walking in the middle, I don't know. Well, I think I go to my psychiatrist. I have a therapist I go to. I don't need to talk to you. I pay very good money and I sit there for a whole hour and he or she talks to me and they give me very good advice. What they did, they listen. And they told me to come back next week and tell them some more stuff. Now you just sat there and told somebody something that you don't even know, and you trust in these people that we don't even know with valuable information. I never did that. Now, that's because I had a different requirement than most of you, than all of you. So no, I held myself. I've talked to one. I talked to the one that created me. That's it. That was my joy. That's my fun. So if I do something alone, I do it alone. I'm not lonely. I'm alone on my own purpose by choice. It's my choice. I like it. It's my own peace. Now, you want to do something? You should have thought about doing it right before you did it wrong in the most wrongfully way. You told yourselves, you got to hear yourself say, I'm an unbeliever because I didn't believe that the Lord can make one of us, and it could have been any one of us, but she was the one that chose to believe. She was the one that wanted to get her life right. She seen the things that was going on in families and found out that all the families is crazy. I was around unbelievers, non-believers, people that practice in dark arts, that work with candle magic and do all kinds of obscene things and didn't understand the Bible. And that's okay. You don't got to understand it. That Bible is not there to be understood in that way. You didn't need to go to church. You do need to read it. It's secrets and there's good things in there. And I'll tell you at another time. Wait, there was something I wanted to tell you in this time. Okay, I'm going to read it. This is 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. This is chapter 5. I'm going to read to where I want to stop. Dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the Lord before the unrighteous and not before the saints. Listen again. Dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the Lord before the unrighteous and not before the saints. Do you not know that the saints will judge the world? And if the world be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge? Listen, I'm going to read it again. This is Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. I'm reading chapter 6, excuse me. Dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the Lord. This is for you people that gets into all kinds of stuff, taking your baby fathers and baby moms that got problems now and do all that. Y'all are for the law. So most of you will be into religion. This is why the law is for people like you. So listen. Do any of you having a matter against another, go to the Lord before the unrighteous and not before the saints? Do you not know? Now let me read it again. Do you not know that the saints will judge the world? Do you not know the saints will judge the world? I am that. And I am, and I can. So I will. So listen. Do you not know the saints will judge the world? And if the world be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Do you know that we shall judge angels? Do you know that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? If then you have judgments concerning things pertaining to this life, do you appoint those who are least esteemed by the church to judge? Okay. Do you appoint those that is least? Would you want somebody representing you that has least credibility in their own life, has the most destruction, they have not cleaned up nothing, but they know how to make it look perfect? They'll smile and tell you everything is working out perfect. I got the wonderful life, and they doing everything disturbable that goes against God's creation, and those people know it, and they will stand and have their back because why? It's a brotherhood. They got to keep the oath because once you win, you win. It's just like the hospitals. They take an oath. You think they're going to give their people up willy-nilly? No, they're going to protect them to the best of their, they're going to go all out. So, do you think this person that's talking to you, that they wouldn't kill? They can't just walk up on me because I didn't do nothing. They got to do it in a slick way. What I'm telling you is, what I'm saying, if it takes a whole multitude of people for one, you say, who is that one that's worthy of all this measure? to harm. How important is that one? That family will rise against family, nations against nations, kingdom against kingdoms. I have no idea. It's different species of life here. I believe is about what they said is about 14, 15, 16. It's many different species of life, not the creepy crawly ones. I'm saying you got reptilians, families. These people have been experimented on by the government, and they've been transformed and conditioned, trained to harm innocent ones, to manipulate us, to feed us, love bomb us, even get into our heads, get into our hearts, and then mistreat us. And you wonder why you single mothers and fathers. These people is often the ones that we love. They hate love. They hate anything that looks like peace because they get fed off of the energy that they sleep with, whether they kill them, even in their babies and even our animals. You wonder why your animal died. You listen. You gotta wake up. Nothing is happening by a consequence. Oh, this is just an accident. Oh, this is coincidence. Oh, this just happened to happen. Well, I just happened to bump into someone today. Nothing is happening by accident. Everything is meant to happen. Everything's a reason. Everything's a learning season for you if you understand why you was made to happen. If you was made to happen, then you're supposed to make something happen. Or you say something that can make change enough. If I can heal enough people's hearts and get your minds to be strong, then you don't need to be. It's not following the leader. It's following something. Listen, it's not wrong with following someone. If the person is a good lead to follow and they're giving a good example, then by all means, you should follow it. Follow her. Follow whatever it is. If it's going to be good meat to your soul. And it's going to bring you more treasure and pleasure to your own spirit because you got to see how you was made to grow and what life meant for you, what your struggles were supposed to teach you. If you was a fighter or fighters was made to fight for something. I choose to not to fight over petty things. Fight over big things that's taking away our mind and brains, and somebody gonna tell me, no, I don't think like the rest of you. I think about being free. I don't need a handler to handle me. I don't need nobody telling me what to do. I know what to do already. I don't need to be disciplined and tamed and let me make you into something. No, you can't make me into nothing. You better be already something that's already made. Because the only thing you can do is help add on to each other greatness because you should be already made. Do you understand? That means that you don't have that you can't be critiqued and you can't get better in life and learn different things and find out what you like about life and still smile, but something in your spirit make you have a yearn for strength. So yes, something inside you stir up something to make you want to fight. And for all the little sad cry babies and them, you hurt my feelings. Oh, you judging me, you calling me a prostitute. If you are, you should stop prostituting because something inside you should say, stop. This world is telling me to go against myself. They're telling me to make a mockery, and these men is using the juices that give me my life, my validation of my independence to be able to procreate and to use my mind so I can manifest something great about me. You don't want that leader to tell you how to lead yourself. You don't want that one. All right, go over there to the rest of them. Go keep voting and keep saying justice or else. Wake your kids up, keep paying bills. Stay in that life as you will. The rest of you, y'all gonna find who's who because so you could see in this world, so you could see the split that it's going to be because the people that did not change, they did not reform, they did not repent, they did not say, Lord, wash me, give me another chance. You got to do it for yourselves. Do it for something that been wronging someone that's willing to save you their own life as well as to save many others than just oneself. One for all and all for one. All for one and one for all. I'm that one. I'm not going to lead my people down the stray. I work for one that sent me to go the right way. So you think I'm doing it to appease you or to tell you it is another way to live, and it is peace there. And everybody cannot goddamn go. Leave their asses where they wanted to stay at. They don't want to know. They want to argue with you. You talking crazy. Oh, I seen stuff. I seen the spaceship. I seen this. They don't want to believe that it's other things in this life that's bigger than what their minds may believe. I don't believe that one. I heard it, but I don't know how true that is. Or everything is a myth. I don't know about that. I only know about the things I see. That's why you're going to stay right there. And by the time you figure it out, you're going to feel very bad and very mad because you're going to say, why didn't somebody tell me? Or why didn't you make me believe? No, nobody's supposed to make anybody nothing. You make yourself a believer. You either believe that you went through something in life and it taught you something and said, look, these are the examples. Follow the principles that this person speak this way and they add up like this and they always the same and they walk this way and the word is always true. Follow that one. That one will never lie to you. That's me in there. Now, you can't see that part. Never mind, stay in the dark and get lost. Go further and further away because the more you go along and go away from yourself, the darkness is there. You ain't coming back because that's where Satan is at. That demon took over because you could not offer and render a payment. And even if you did, this is how they gain they powers, and they use it in their clothes, they put it in our drinks, they put it in our foods. Do you think that they ever want us to wake up? That means the world is over. They have no more control. Marvelous, so marvelous, so marvelous, wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful. Oh, so marvelous. Oh, you're marvelous. Yes, you're wonderful. What a wonderful thing you've done. The Lord is marvelous and wonderful. Yes, and done some marvelous and remarkable things. People, I need us to rise up and share many of these stories. I'm just the last one. Everybody's before me. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak. There's going to be a lot of song singing, a lot of showers, a lot of songs ringing, a lot of songs singing. If my burger alarm starts ringing, what you think all these guns is for? Listen, man, it is about to be something. This world been messing it up. They've been hurting us up. They've been screwing us up. They've been showing us on TV, lying it up. You watch. You wait. You'll see. Not too long from now. You people that don't listen. If one hurt, you should hurt for that one. That hurts for many. If that one was able to walk that path and to say, I found my strength out of pain, and I'm here to teach it to many, you should want to listen to that one. Because people died off of the things that happened when somebody crossed something and they took it in their own hands. Don't do it. Give it to the Lord because it's personal. The universe, everything that works therein, that works on that frequency, the highest vibration of the planet is love, is a force field. It has magnetic energy. And they came across this one because I was asleep. So through all the pain and torture and all the disrespect and all the families and all the loved ones that was taken from me was given back to me to watch over me and they tell me, we saw them, this one and that one. They would tell on you so I could know your spirit. So I'm telling you, most of y'all ain't getting through. Y'all can't come in, and don't let them. Those that hang on to anything or anybody that didn't deserve and God didn't give the green light, they didn't give you any warnings to send that person back into your life. Don't let them. If they crushed you at every ounce, I'm talking about intently, on purpose. They didn't do nothing good to stand up for you. If they didn't represent you, they didn't speak up for you when you was being offended and people was talking about you. If that person is not on your team and they don't ride for you when you're not looking and you're not there, who are you when you're walking by yourself when nobody's looking? Are you a stand-up senator? Let me say it again. Are you a stand-up citizen? That's what I was trying to get. A stand-up sinister. Some of them are stand-up sinister people, and they will lie to you with a bold face. I ain't your enemy. They the biggest one. I had a demon to lie and scream at me and said, I'm not your enemy, was trying to take a whole life, take my life from me. I don't know if it's for another woman or another man, but these are creatures. Do you serve the Creator? The Creator is creators of life. Those that give back life, hope, strength, the things that you need to sustain in this life. You don't want that one. To say why we going through this, you want to worry about in the middle instead of worrying about where we came from. I come from an indigenous land. I'm everybody. I come from everywhere. I didn't have to travel to get everywhere. My spirit is that. So if I'm telling you that I came back to tell you something, you should want to listen to that. You want to make a Christmas. You want to be a hat. You want to be a superstar. You want to be one of those things that they say on 4th of July. You could be a goddamn crackjack or one of those lights, the fireworks. You could be all the fireworks. You want to see all the fireworks and all the colors in your life, or you want to read the Reading Rainbow. Pertaining to this life, do you appoint those who are less esteemed by the church to judge? This is verse 5. I say this to your name. Sorry. I say this to your shame. It is so that there is not a wise man among you, not everyone who will be able to judge between his brethren, but brother goes to law against brother, and that be and okay, wait. But before, but brothers goes to law against brother, and that before unbelievers. Now, therefore, it is already an utter failure for you that you go to law against one another. Why do you not rather accept wrong? Why do you not rather let yourselves be cheated? Know you yourselves do wrong and cheat and do you these things and do well. Sometimes the way it's written, but let me read it again. Maybe it's me. This is 8. No, you yourselves do wrong and cheat, and you do these things to your brethren. Do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idlers, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals, nor sodomites. Listen, homosexuals, that means you're undercover people that go both ways, all the ways, any ways. All of your people that fornicate, idlers, adulterers, sodomites, where you want somebody to give you a blow mind, a blow job, whatever you call in your life, but booty bandits, all y'all the same, nor thieves, nor covetedness, covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of God. And such were some of you. But you were washed, but you were sanctified, but you were justified in the name of the Lord Jesus and by the spirits of God. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not helpful. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Foods for the stomach, and the stomach for foods. All right. Neither thieves nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers. Oh, nor revelers. I'm sorry. This is 10. Nor thieves. These are okay. So 9. I'm gonna read 9 and 10 again. Do do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, nor fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals, nor sodomites, nor thieves, nor covetous or drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of God. And such were some of you. Such as some of you, if I read it and it fits any one of you, this is how you know if you're in a book and it's talking about you. If you did not change any one of these lifestyles, if you didn't change all of these lifestyles, and you still into any of these things, unstable, double-minded in all thy ways, this is where you're going. The book is not to be misread. It needs to be interpreted properly. You don't need to go to church to read this book. They put good things in this book, so you got to find what it's saying and where their God is at and where yours begin, because they got to tell you the truth. You just got to learn how to see it. I know, so I'm telling it to you. So such of you, when I get in, this is what, before I open this book and said anything, I just said, I know what it takes to get in. That's why I say everybody can't go. Leave them where they at. Let them figure it out. By then, only thing they could be able to say, I'm not a believer. And you got to make them say it. All faith believers, all knowers of God, that we are not from here. Everybody's spirit that dwells here and been awakened from out of the horrible pits of hell, and you made it back to your righteous self. You found where love is at and why you should love yourself and settle for less, never again, never no more. Then you can understand why God said, I came back to settle the score. You better listen to all that getting, better get an understanding, or you get left and know what you be left with no understanding. Either way, you better get it, because that's what the Lord is commanding. And I said it. Now you go read this book and go learn something for yourself so you can see where you at. Because if you're not in the lamb of the book, you're not in the lamb of life. High ranking in spiritual realm. That means I have authority down here to tell you. Just because the rest of the world don't know it, thank goodness for me. But the ones that's up there, y'all gotta come out. Because that's where your system is fighting me. So you got to stop your system from fighting someone like me, because I'm here for people like you. And the rest of us is here to do something good for you by saying, wake up, so we can vibrate on a frequency that doesn't belong to their system or their mindset. If you want a peaceful system, you have to leave the unpeaceful ones out. How would you know what life or heaven is like if you never made it a plan or a purpose to walk in that way and say, all of us that's on the same page, put them out. They'll be cast out. I need your help. As many as I saved, whether it's knowing or unknowingly, most of you unknowingly, help me as I'm helping you. And I'm putting my life on the line because I already did, and it's still there. I need y'all to wake up to help fight with me. Wake up and tell your stories. Tell what the government did to you. I'm not the only one. I'm just the last one. But the rest of you got to Speak up. Tell your stories to show how God made us to be brand new and what's the difference from the old world and from the new world, so they can see what's the difference from their God that they was following and from the ones that we follow. We follow a spirit inside that gave us a conscience of Christ and to tell us that you have the power to live your life. You don't need to be handled in this life. No matter even if you work in a agency or a government, you're not owned by them. You work there and you use that so you can see how you can be better for your people. And if you're using the system in the wrong way and you work there and you're not seeing anything to blow your mind to say this is systematically giving me bull crap and they feeding me monkey brain and flying monkeys all over the place and playing with puppets and shit. So if you want to be a puppet, you want to be a toy, you want them to play with you like Google and put you on Facebook and play video games and then say the living dead, you can watch it. When you can go outside in your window and just look down the street or walk outside and see how many is falling. Before my eyes, I said, look what's happening. I immunity and people don't see it. You got to take the veil off. Wake up. See this life. I'm telling you, the devils came here to hide behind religion and they're using religion to hurt us. But they making it look like, oh, this is spell work. No, they do spell work to harm us and they put it behind religion. So when they make miracles, it's they demons that they call on to give them powers. These warlocks of gatekeepers. These are people that is high ranking that they get powers by sending good people that got a rich spirit. Do you know what that means? That they was to take a person like me out of this world? And would you let that happen? If I'm telling you I'm here to fight for us and you would let this government, this people hurt this one because she's shouting to the world that this people's trying to stop me from giving us something and taking us away from here and to sharing something wonderful that God said, I made this one. I exist. I'm real. I'm a real spirit in the physical flesh, my people. And I'm using her to speak my heart. You would let somebody tear something down that I said I made a miracle for the rest of you. You wouldn't stand up for something that I believe and I believed in any of you. You would go down and not say nothing. You would let this one be hurt and ridiculed. If you do that to me, I'll make sure I turn the darkest sun, that's the brightest part, and turn it to the darkest side of me if you ever cross me again and you turn back on this one that's already been turned on and everybody's mocking and making fun at me, telling me I don't see, I'm asleep, I'm daydreaming. What are you? What goddess must be asleep? He must don't notice what be happening down here. Do you think that I wasn't a witness? I'm watching and I send someone to come across my witness. That one be a witness of me and she speaks with authority. I'm your queen. I've been graced to speak to you freely, and I pray that I touch someone, send this around, and make this a moment to last very uniquely. I'm not editing anything. I don't know how to do all that, so I just do what I know how to do. I know how to get us to where we need to go. I know the way. So either you trust or you don't. But then you still got to say, I'm not a believer. I need y'all to say it. Who is your God? Who do you say you are? Who do you belong to? What spirit you carry? Who gives you your authority? Who's the people that's just like you? Y'all gotta say it. My people all over the planet, all over the world, if you hear this, y'all stand on business. Y'all gotta make them say who's they God and what does they God stand for, because your God don't like women in this world and they don't like anything that has anything to do with love or balance. They told us to take a plan B for us women. Who's telling us to get rid of something that God said, I made y'all to multiply and be fruitful? What demon is turning it around and telling us something different? Who you listening to? Your government. You better listen. They don't give a damn and they out to fight because they want a power that keep us as slaves for the rest of our lives. Now, and I sent you this message and y'all been warned. Y'all have a good one. Bye for now.